Hi guys, Sam White here, the founder, artistic, and executive director of Shakespeare in Detroit. I'm so excited to record a new YouTube video. It's been so long since I've done that. I think I haven't recorded one since early 2014, probably right before Antony and Cleopatra. So this video is long overdue, and forgive me for taking so long to publish another YouTube video. I really don't have an excuse other than we've been really busy. I've been extremely busy, which is a good thing. Busy, productive, because you can be busy and not productive, but I think we've been really productive, getting a lot done, and so I'm going to try to catch you up on that in a short amount of time, because long videos, who wants to watch a long video? I don't, not usually, not unless it's like a Shakespeare production, of course, but yeah, so I'm going to get you caught up really quick, and let's talk about the new year, because it is the end of 2015 and we're saying hello to 2016 shortly. And I want to make sure before we go into the new year officially, you guys know exactly where Shakespeare in Detroit stands. So here we go. I have a few notes, so if you see me looking off to the right, it's not because I'm not fully engaged. I am. I just wanted to write down a few items so that I don't forget to tell you anything, because I want to tell you as much as possible and be as transparent as possible, because growing this company and creating a full-fledged Shakespeare company. What do I mean when I say full-fledged? I mean a company that produces great work, looks great, sounds great, is approachable and accessible, and appealing and artistic and professional. In order for us to build that, we need each other. So I can't do this without you, and I want to make sure you guys have all the information you need to stay on the same page with the company and grow along with us. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who supported us in 2015. The audiences at Marygrove and at New Center Park who supported King Lear and Macbeth, respectively. Thank you so much for coming out to see those shows. Thank you to the wonderful actors who participated in this year's productions, along with our wonderful crew who made sure that things flowed off stage. I couldn't do this without you. It's impossible to do it without you. I need you. I thank you. Thank you so much for being on my team. It takes much more than one person to create a Shakespeare company, and you guys have been superstars. Thank you so much. Also, I want to tell you guys, I've been in a cocoon lately, the past few weeks, because I've been thinking of ways to continue moving the company forward with the right team, with the right ideas, so that we can truly keep going as artistically and professionally as possible. I really believe in this company. I really do. And what it can become, but as any entrepreneur knows, being an entrepreneur is not easy. Beginning an organization is not easy, and it requires a lot of flexibility, a lot of openness to change, because you are constantly growing and learning what works, learning what doesn't work, and making adjustments accordingly. Lots of changes underway, as we're now a nonprofit organization, which is amazing. I'm so happy that that finally happened, because now you guys can donate and receive a tax deductible deduction. You can deduct and use it as, or donate rather. I can't speak this evening. You can tell it's been a long time since I recorded a YouTube video, but yeah, you can donate and get a tax deduction for it, which is awesome. It made sense for us to do this. We started off as a grassroots organization. If you've been following our journey, you know this already. It was an idea that I had. I had an idea to start a Shakespeare company in my hometown, because I thought that we needed one. I thought, hey, my company or my hometown could use a company, a Shakespeare company, that reflects the diversity of Detroit and of the world. It's become much more than that, though, because of wonderful people like you who click on my YouTube videos and read the articles and stories about us, and who give you hard-earned cash and come to our shows. You've made it more than just something that lived in my head. You made it more than just a dream. You have helped make it a reality and continue to make it a reality, because we have a long way to go, but because of you, I believe that we are definitely on the right track. So thank you very much for that. What a journey it has been with you. It's been incredible. And now we're getting ready for our third season, which kicks off with Julius Caesar at Wayne County Community College District's Taylor campus. WC3 for those of you who live around Metro Detroit. We're kicking off the season there. If you haven't seen any of our shows before, I'll tell you what we've performed so far at Shakespeare in Detroit. So we kicked off the company, or started things, with Othello at Grand Circus Park in 2013. That was followed by Antony and Cleopatra at Recycle Here in March 2014. And then in the summer of 2014, we performed A Midsummer Night's Dream at New Center Park at Grand Circus Park and at the historical Whitney Restaurant. We also performed Romeo and Juliet in the summer 2014 at Grand Circus Park and at my former high school, Mumford High School, Mustangs. Followed by The Tempest, which kicked off the 2014-15 season. And that was in September of 2014. Next up, we had King Lear, which was in April of 2015, followed by Macbeth in July 2015. I think that's all of them. 7 shows we've done so far, and we're getting ready, or we're gearing up for our 8th show, Julius Caesar, as I mentioned. That's going to be a traditional performance. We're also going to do, which I'm very excited about, a pop-up performance. This is long overdue. As you know, we're a site-specific theater company, which means that we perform in the places where people live, where they work, where they play. And this time we're gonna do something in a place where, I don't know, I think they play in this space sometimes, and people learn a lot in this space, but you'll find out more about the pop-up performance later on. You can always keep up with everything going on at Shakespeare in Detroit at shakespeareindetroit.com. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter by clicking on the Contact Us button or the Contact button and filling out all your information, and you'll be on our mailing list. Easy as that. But we like to combine traditional performances with non-traditional performances. And so that's what we're doing this season, and it's going to be really, really fun, and I know you'll love it. There are so many exciting things happening right now. In the past 2 seasons, I have to tell you, I look back at them fondly, and we learned so much, but that was only the beginning. That was only the beginning. I believe that this upcoming season is going to be the best one yet. I've recaptured some of the energy and sentiment that inspired me to start the company in the first place, and we have a new commitment to diversity, which I think is necessary. You'll also find just this beautiful juxtaposition of the performances to be interesting. They'll all have their very own look and feel. I encourage you to come hang out for all of them, and again, sign up for that newsletter at shakespeareindetroit.com by clicking on the Contact button. Julius Caesar and the surprise pop-up performance, by the way, are directed by the amazing, the talented, the Shakespeare-loving, stage choreography master, Adam Miller Bateau. I'm so excited to work with him. He is a Michigander. He now lives in Texas, and we're so happy to have him home to work with us over the next couple of months. It's very exciting. Emily Pierce will be our stage manager for the upcoming March productions. So excited to have her on board. I'll be in the director's chair this season. I'll be back in the director's chair. So excited for our summer production. Stand by or stay tuned for more info on that. Now, back to the new year. And this is for all my entrepreneurs out there, both in the creative sector and the non-creative sector, even though all industries are creative, in my opinion. But for anyone out there who is thinking about starting or has started their own organization or company, this part of my video is for you. One of the greatest things about saying goodbye to the year and anticipating a new one is the reflection you experience. I must say I learned so much, but the 2 biggest things I learned were are these 2 things. number one, you have to remember why you started. You have to. Whenever you are leading something, you have a lot of hard decisions to make. You get a lot of feedback, some useful and some not. You get a lot of criticism too, from complete strangers and from familiar faces. You get frustrated sometimes when you can't raise enough or come up with enough budget. You get sad on some days, and some days you get really excited and happy. It's a roller coaster. But if you remember why you started, and for me, that was because I really, really, really love the city that I'm from. I really do. And I want to educate people about the city and the people in it via the vehicle, Shakespeare, which I also happen to love. So if you can hold on to the reason why you began in the first place, why you began your business, why you began your project, or whatever endeavor you are working on, no matter what, that is what will sustain you on those bad days, and that is what will keep you grounded on those really good days. It's essential to your health and to your organization's health that you remember why you started. So when people say things, and usually y'all, sometimes, especially, because sometimes in life people don't read all the information. When people say things and they don't know what they're talking about, or when things happen, when you remember why you started, you will be unmoved, because you know exactly why you created this thing. Hold on to that authenticity. Hold on to it as if your life depends on it. The second thing I learned this year in 2015 is that I have so many people out there, so many people that I have to be grateful for. From my actors, to our audiences, to my family, to my boyfriend, to unexpected supporters, beautiful supporters like Margaret Atwood, who is also my favorite fiction writer, to Southwest Airlines for writing the beautiful story about us, care of Drew Phillip and Chris Chrisman, to Detroit Soup, my wonderful friends at Detroit Soup, to the BBC, to NPR's Michelle Martin, who read the Southwest story that was written about Shakespeare in Detroit, and when she met me, asked me how I was doing. She didn't have to do that, and that meant everything. To anyone and everyone out there who has sent me, because this is very personal for me, to anyone out there, near and far, who has sent me good vibes, who has sent me well wishes, who has done anything, from the tangible to the intangible, from the spiritual to the physical, to support Shakespeare in Detroit. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Now it's time to party. Stay safe out there this New Year's Eve. I'll be traveling, which is why I'm recording this so early, but stay safe out there, and cheers to 2016. I'll see you at the theater and those other surprise places. Bye.